All right, it has been a while since I've been on here, but I'm back and we are going to be back now. We are in season, summer is over, training is over. Finally got through testing week, so I got to try out these spikes, and I'm gonna try to keep this video brief and just mainly have it be on the spikes. But I'll also update y'all on where I'm at right now. So let's get right to it. So basically, all I'm gonna do just to keep this going fast is break down each spike that I got, what I use it for, and how I really feel about it. So first of all, I got these yesterday, and these aren't spikes, these are my trainers. These are the Adidas Adizero Evo SL. This is a very good trainer. It's definitely a fast trainer. It's a speed trainer. You can use it for speed. It's actually not too fat. Highly reactive, highly light, fits your foot like a sock. Highly reactive. I've never actually felt a shoe as reactive as this. Like, a lot of shoes will have this foam, but it will just be kind of just like a platform almost. This stuff is really, really reactive, like gives back, keeps your joints and all that nice and stable, and allows your body to just, last longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell that this is going to be a good spike for keeping my body healthy. Returns energy really well. It doesn't feel like it's just a stiff, plant into the ground or anything like that. It gives back a lot. Like, there's a lot of bounce to it. So I really do like this shoe. Great shoe. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it a 10. Love the neon colorway as well. It looks really clean. It's actually a thinner shoe. It's definitely a thinner shoe. I thought it was going to be a wider, fat shoe, but it is a thinner shoe, and I love how it looks. 10 out of 10 on this shoe. Great trainer. I don't even want to get it dirty, but it is what it is, and it's great price. It's a great price. It's like I got it for $130 off of Dick's, so it's a great shoe. I have no complaints about it at all. Yeah, so that's my trainer. Now next, I'm going to talk about my Power Sprint shoe, which is the Adidas Prime SP4. Okay, so I was skeptical about getting this shoe when I first saw it. I ended up getting it, and it is a great spike. What I would say is that it is, I don't know, maybe I have to get used to it a little more. I wore it during my flies today, and I wouldn't say that I really noticed a difference when I was going through the flies, but when I first was trying them on, I noticed a difference. It was kind of like the first time putting on SP2s. So I think there was just the fact that I'm already used to like the feeling of SP2, of an SP, of an aggressive Adidas spike. It actually just felt really good to be back in a really light, aggressive spike. The SP3 was probably the worst Adidas spike I've ever put on. Way too heavy. Weight wasn't distributed properly. It was all to the front. The strung upper was just terrible. But they came back with the SP4 and they fixed all of that, and they got right back on track from the SP2. I think it's a great spike. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's nothing crazy special. If I had to do anything, I'd rank it on the same level as the SP2. Like, it's just as good of a spike. My foot isn't uncomfortable in there when I walk, when I run. For some reason, for some people it can be, and I could see why, just because of this area, but I get used to that. I'm not gonna baby about that. Like, it's gonna mold your foot in a certain way because it wants you to strike in a certain way, but other than that, it's fine. It's a good spike. It's like, I'm happy with my purchase. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it a I give it a 9.5 out of 10, because it's not like mind-blowing, but it's highly efficient, gets the job done. They got right back on track from the SP2 and were able to make a good bounce back, and lighter too. I think it's either, it doesn't feel any heavier than the SP2. It's like, it's probably like the same weight, or just, I don't even know, lighter. I don't know. I really do like this upper material, so shout out the upper material. It's snug to the foot, fits really nice. It's a nice, narrow shoe, nice thin shoes. I like the more thinner shoes. Max Flies are just a little bit too wide for me. But yeah, I think it's a very good shoe. Like I said, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, I mean, it's a good shoe, especially being more of an aggressive repetitive runner, not repetitive, but high turnover, being a high turnover runner, it definitely is good. I didn't feel anything in my body, didn't feel any hurt, didn't feel like I was taking in crazy impact. I would say that's a pretty good spike. Now, what I will say is my favorite spike that I have put on this whole year is the Adidas Finesse. And I was using this in the 35-second drill and in the 200-meter drill. This is a great spike. Already, this is a great spike. Already, I'll tell you right now, 10 out of 10. It's so light. The upper is light. It fits your foot perfectly. It's not overly aggressive, but it's more aggressive than like a Superfly. And it's literally like they took the SP2 and just made it just right. You've got I don't know, dude. This is like a great spike. I be bouncing off the ground, dude. It's a great spike. I almost want to make this just my overall spike, but at the same time, I do know that in a sprint like the 60, somebody like me who's not that powerful, or I'm powerful, just not block, getting out the first whatever it is and driving. I'm a top end guy, and I'm sure that this would help at the top end speed with everything, but I do need that help through that first 40 to 50 meters. I do need help through there. So that's why I'm going to stick with the SP4 for that. But the 200, and I keep stuttering because it just makes me so excited. The 200 and the anything up, the 400 if I run any, this is the spike, man. I mean, it's just such a good spike. It's so light. The Light Strike Pro foam is just bouncy. You can hear how bouncy it is when you run, and it's aggressive still. So it's really a 10 out of 10 spike. I want to make it my overall main spike just because it's so light and it's so this and that, but definitely saving it for the 200. And I don't know, I'll probably use the SP4 for the one as well. I just got to get used to it. It was the same thing with the SP2. It was it's an aggressive spike. You got to just learn to feel it out. So yeah, that's my overall spike recap. I've got some good spikes. They all go away now, and I'm gonna wear my New Balance now when I'm in practice. But overall, I'm excited to use these when we start doing meets and stuff. So this is a great spike. The Finesse is definitely a 10 out of 10. I would give the Prime SP4 a 9.5 out of 10, and then the trainers I have, I would give a 10 out of 10. These are great spikes. I'm trying to tell everybody Adidas is, the way to go. It's still super bouncy and reactive, but just has more aggression. Just I don't know, fits the foot better. It just seems like a more efficient drive, a more efficient, push, more everything just feels more efficient with the Adidas spikes. There's no bubble to kind of render, make you think am I putting this power into the ground, is this bouncing back too much, all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, a Max Fly is always a good 400 spike. If you want to use it as a 2 spike, sure, go ahead. Yeah, cool. And I've worn Max Flies. I wore Max Flies to state. I wore Max Flies all last season, because the SP3 was not it. So, but now that we're back on track, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what Adidas has done. And I'm hoping that I could do well this year. Well, I am planning on doing well. I don't know what my limits are this year. Just going to keep grinding. Finally under a real coach, so that's big. And yeah, moved up a level. Now we're running D2, so competition's going to go up, so the work's got to go up with it. And I feel like these are going to back me up really well this year. So I would definitely say Adidas is a great spike to go with. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I got to say. It was test week this week. Did good in testing. I'm not going to lie. It is showing that I'm probably going to be a stronger 200 runner, which I'm totally fine with, than, a drive sprinter right now. But I'm saying that based off of doing a cycle of endurance work. We haven't even done sprint work yet. Once we actually get into sprint work, coming out of blocks, getting to push more, getting the correct mechanics when we're supposed to come up, and feeling that rhythm of when to strike and when to rip and when to pull, then we'll start getting into it. But other than that, I'm very excited for this season, and I definitely have the arsenal to back me up. So that's really all I got to say. This is episode 1 of the journey to greatness. I don't know if this is season 2 or season 3. I'll look when I edit, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am back. I don't know what the next video is going to be, but there will be one. So I will see you guys then, and you guys stay blessed and stay smooth.